In this video, we're going to use a quick and easy method to sketch a basic sine graph. We'll go through the graph of y equals negative 2 sine 3x. So I included the general form of a basic sine equation for reference, and then an outline that we can use. So in step 1, we're going to find the essential information. This is where we're really analyzing all of our pieces. And we'll start with a. So you can see a is the leading coefficient in that general form. Our a for our equation is negative 2. Anytime I have a negative, I like to mark a star because that reminds me my pattern for our key points in step 2 is going to flip. It's a vertical reflection that's going on, or a flip over the x-axis. And so you see that pattern flip down there. We'll talk more about it in step 2. For a, you also can use that to find the amplitude. Just take the absolute value. So our amplitude in this case is going to be 2 units. And that's just the distance from the midline of your graph up to a maximum or down to a minimum. That'll help us set our y coordinates for our min and max key points in step 2. All right, so that's all in A for now. B, we can see, is the coefficient of the x within the parentheses of the sine function. So ours is going to be 3. And we use that when we calculate our period. So for sine, that's always 2 pi over b. So our period, or the length of a horizontal cycle, is just 2 pi over 3. Once I find my period, I like to go ahead and divide it by 4. So I'll show that calculation here. 2 pi over 3 divided by 4 is the same thing as multiplying by 1/4. That's just a little easier to see. All right, and you can tell that's going to be 2 pi over 12, or that'll reduce to pi over 6. Now, you might be asking, why did we do that? Well, we'll have 4 key points in step 2, and dividing the period into 4 equal parts ensures that those 4 key points will line up with our horizontal tick marks. So it's just a way to keep our sketch nice, neat, clean. All right, let's label our horizontal axis. We're just going to do one cycle here. Okay, so 4 tick marks. And we're going to count by 1 pi over 6. When we get to that 4th tick mark to the right of the origin, we should get to 2 pi over 3. So we count 1 pi over 6, 2 pi over 6, which reduces to pi over 3, 3 pi over 6, which reduces to pi over 2, and 4 pi over 6, which in fact does reduce to 2 pi over 3. So that'll be one full cycle that we show. All right, for our vertical axis, look to your value of a. It's negative 2, so we want to be able to go up 2 and down 2. All right, we're all set up. We're ready for step 2. We're going to plot our key points. And remember, our pattern is the flipped sine pattern. So that will be 0 starting at the origin, min, 0, 2, max. All right, so plot your point at the origin. Our minimum will happen at our first tick mark to the right, pi over 6, and get the y coordinate by just looking back to that value of a, so negative 2. So we plot our point there. Pi over 3, that'll be our second 0. And then our maximum happens at pi over 2. Get that y coordinate, just taking the opposite value of a. Okay, remember the amplitude was 2 units. So from the midline, which is where your zeros are, vertically up to that max and down to that min should be 2 units. And that's what we have here. All right, and now we're ready to sketch in our sine curve. Super easy. We have these points to guide us, and the pattern will repeat starting at 2 pi over 3. And you can repeat this for as many cycles as you need. So quick and easy way to sketch y equals negative 2 sine of 3x. You can use this method for any basic sine graph. All right, and be sure to subscribe for a lot more examples worked through and other helpful tips. Thanks for watching.